Welcome back to the Bluegrass this beautiful July afternoon. I'm out with Max. Max is about a 5.5-month-old pit bull mix. And for the rest of this video, we won't talk so much about pit bulls exactly. We'll just talk about big square-headed dogs because all of the big square-headed dogs kind of have at some point in their origin story ancestors who were bred to fight other dogs or fight game animals or engage in some other type of exhibitionary violence. Okay, and so just to jump right to the end of this video, yes, it is the breed. Okay, it might not be the specific breed that follows the bloodlines as they're outlined in the breed registries. Okay, but it's the type. Okay, and we all know the type. It's like the Supreme Court talks about pornography. You know it when you see it. I know a pit bull mix when I see them, right? And from my perspective, listen, I got a lot of buddies that like this kind of dog. And they really generally don't have any problems with them because they never forget what kind of dog they are and they manage them in a way that's appropriate for the type. But somebody just sent me a video, news story, where a lady had a dog like this and it killed her baby. And she was there. She watched it happen and she couldn't control the dog, right? Okay, so people will get a dog like this and they'll be like, well, if you train it right or if you raise it right, then it won't do that kind of stuff. Well, that's not necessarily true, number one. But then number two, most people that have dogs, they don't really do that good a job of training them, right? And they definitely don't do that good a job of managing them. So that's kind of a silly argument, right? So when you have these kind of dogs and they're running around killing your neighbor's dogs, they're biting a mailman, they're killing babies in front of their moms, you just have to accept the fact that like people don't need to have this kind of dog really, because most of the time they're not going to learn to train them right, they're not going to learn to manage them right, and a lot of times they're just going to literally lack the physical capacity to manage the dog if it doesn't want to be managed, right? So for a guy like me or you know, people I'm friends with, they can have all kinds of mean dogs. They can have tigers and lions if they wanted them because they're willing to do what it takes to manage the dogs. But for normal people, these types of dogs are very dangerous, and the negative externalities related to owning this type of dogs, in my opinion, it's not fair to externalize that type of risk onto your neighbors, and you shouldn't do it, you know. Now, that being said, sometimes people will bring me a dog like Max, and I'll help them, right? And I believe that Max is going to grow up and have an awesome life, and he's going to be a great dog. And a key part of him growing up and being a great dog is not only am I going to teach his owners how to train him, how to manage him, how to keep him socialized, okay? But I'm never going to let them forget that dogs like Max have the potential to engage in violence that results in severe trauma or death. Let's just call it what it is, right? If this dog gets away from its owners, if they for 1 minute let their guard down and they don't keep in mind that this dog is capable of extreme violence, then they could potentially have trouble.